what's up, guys? I am back with another video. So I am heading to work right now, but I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about a little bit about an issue that I had with my GSXR 600. I have a 2011. I know it's a pretty common issue with, you know, GSXR 600s, and I think it's an issue with the 750 too. I'm not too sure about the 1000. I think I've heard of, you know, some of them having the same issue, but I know the issue is mainly with the 600 and the 750. And basically, when I was riding around, I would shift to like second and then third gear, and then once it would even do that sometimes in third gear, but once I would get up to fourth, fifth gear, basically anything past third gear, my bike, it would just like, for like maybe a few seconds, it would just die. Like, I can keep going, but the gas would just cut off in the middle of me riding, you know, for just like 2-3 seconds. And that happened like every now and then. But especially if I, you know, shift up to like 4th, 5th, or 6th gear, you know, those higher gears, that's when I noticed, you know, it was a lot worse. And I thought it had to do with the spark plugs, so I changed out the spark plugs. I mean that helped, you know, when my bike wasn't doing that. It felt a lot smoother because I had a hotter spark, but that didn't fix the issue. It's still doing it. So well, another thing that I tried to do, because I thought it would maybe fix it, is I thought it was like an issue. It could have been an issue with my oil, which is kind of dumb that you think about it, but you know, oil is like one of the most important things on your motorcycle. And you know, maybe it could be causing the issue. So what I changed my oil filter. I completely changed my oil. I use Royal Purple. I just love their oil. You know, it makes shifting like buttery smooth, and you know, it's just, you know, one of those high quality oils. Now you want to put high quality oils in your motorcycle, especially a motorcycle, because like a sport bike, because it's a performance machine. You really want, you know, like those premium oils in your engine, because not only is it lubricating your engine and, you know, keeping your engine cool, it's also lubricating your timing chain. It's lubricating your transmission. Is pretty much, you know, lubricating everything in your engine. And well, it also keeps your stator running cooler. So I thought maybe that could fix it. I really didn't think so, but you know, I did it anyways because it's relatively, you know, a cheap thing to do. But of course that did not fix the issue. It was still, you know, like the gas is completely cutting off for a few seconds every now and then, you know. But there's a few other things that I did as well. I thought maybe it could be like a timing thing. I didn't really do anything, you know, about the timing issue though. But that's another thing that I thought maybe it could be. But it wasn't that. So good thing I didn't even try to, you know, have somebody look at that. That would have been kind of costly. You know, like one thing I needed, you know, somebody to take a look at it, then yeah, it would be worth it. But like, if I really didn't need, you know, anything with the timing chain, you know, then it's just a waste of money, you know. But another thing I thought maybe it could be, and you know, this was partly it, but not really, because once I did this one thing, it kind of, I thought it got a little better, but really it didn't. Oh, I feel bad for the herd. Got pulled over by a motorcycle cop. But yeah, so that other thing that I did was I got my bike, my motorcycle's ECU flash tune. You know, it's not just like any flash tune. I got it tuned by More Mafia, and he does like one of the best tunes for your bike. You know, like he really nails, you know, the fuel maps and all that. But I got that done, you know, because previous owner cut out the catalytic converter, and you know, it really had a like a spot where it would just, there's just almost no power. You have to really like wring that throttle out to get past that one little spot. I think that spot was like around 4K, 5K RPMs. So I mean, I wanted to do that either way, whether it would fix, you know, this issue I was having or not. It definitely made my bike run a whole lot smoother though, because you know, all the air to fuel ratios were all leveled out, you know, to like where they're really supposed to be. Because my bike, it was running like pretty lean before the tune, but then that really did not fix the issue I was having though. But then, you know, I realized, I was like, hey, let's try something, you know, maybe it's just something real simple. Something real simple. And, you know, I was looking up this, you know, the symptoms I was having online. And, you know, that, you know, all these different forums, they really help. But in my mind, I was just like, maybe it's just something, you know, real simple that, you know, I can fix super easily and real cheaply. And it turns out it was my kickstand sensor. Well, it's not actually the sensor itself, but it's, you know, the spring was wearing out, so the kickstand doesn't stay up when you have the kickstand up when you're riding. It doesn't completely stay up, pushing, you know, the sensor all the way in. So it was kind of just dropping down just enough for that sensor to just, you know, barely be engaged or disengaged. So what I did to try to troubleshoot that was I got some duct tape, and I just completely duct taped, you know, that sensor in the pushed in position, and I went, you know, riding my bike all around, and after I did that, I had no issues whatsoever. Like, it was shifting real nice, you know, there was no cutting out on the gas, you know. It was, you know, just, it was running like a dream, you know. So then that's when really all you have to do is, you know, just, you know, buy new springs and replace the springs for that, for your kickstand. But what I did was I just bought a kickstand sensor eliminator, and I, you know, you just unplug the kickstand sensor, then you just plug in the eliminator so it doesn't throw any codes. And yeah, it works perfectly fine. Now the only thing that you have to remember though, if you do it that way, is every time before you go for a ride, make sure your kickstand is up. But yeah, other than that, that was what fixed my issue. And peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.